Alright, feeding cats, be with you guys in 1 second. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Being miserable here again. Actually got like proper sleep, kinda. I still stayed up here. Hold on. I started the stream on time. So, hey, progress. Okay, hello, and me. Hi. Maybe one Hades run for Priz. Currently the plan is do some Hades on Saturday. That's the plan anyway. And then maybe starting next week we have 2 different variety days. I kind of talked myself into doing a fresh file for stream on Hades too. How we doing? Priz, Mr. David Bowling, Sora, Stump, Urban Mech. Craig will play something different. Priz will miss that stream. Craig doesn't like me ruining his day an hour ago. It's true. It's true. He did. He did. That did happen. Hopefully he'll get over it. I can't. Priz forcing me to acknowledge that thing I used to like that went to shit is currently better than the thing I currently like that is going to shit. And I don't like reality. Gamers don't like reality. You know what is reality? Monks being stupid and broken. Hey Nudu, how are you? So I was talking about yesterday and a couple other days how Monk is what people think Paladin is in terms of damage. So I actually went and dug out a tactician save, installed a mod to make honor mode damage mechanics apply across all difficulties, which serves to lowering the damage. And I figured I'd just show you what a monk can do at maybe not peak, but big optimization level. Okay? Okay, let's do that. Loading. Thank you for the 34 months.
Quag check.
I forgot the oil sharpness on the bow. Oh no, we'll be a little short on damage. Tiny bit. Okay, so Saravok, 340 HP. He's got the... Let's see, where is it? He's got 2 damage reduction from his armor. I don't know which feature. There it is. There it is. Exceptional plate. Just for the physical damage, but... So, just an Arrow of Darkness to debuff him a little bit. And Flurry of Blows. And he's dead. A lot of damage numbers. And what did I use in terms of resources? Oh, I used a key point. Cool. So I ran this a few times last night, and these are long rest lock. The average damage of this was about 405 across the ones I ran. He's got 340 HP, and Call a Week exists, so you don't even need to do his full HP. That's just Monk. Monk is good. Yeah, if you want to see what the gear looks like, that's what I'm using. Just a side project. Doing good? I'm doing great. Morning, Dillweed. How are you? Your Larian, please buff Paladins. It's not that Larry needs to do that. It's that players need to stop being delusional. If Paladins actually wanted to make a claim for being damage leaders, they'd be leaning into this, because this has some Paladin interactions, and I'm glad we didn't get a day 11 of Paladin, because I didn't have to talk about that. But this kind of setup does speak to the power of a few things. One, Ballast Armor is stupid, and I'm getting really, really sick of it just being optimal for so many situations. It's just here to boost sneak attack and the bow shot. And it boosting those things is more impactful than any of the 2 other chest pieces I can think of that will directly increase the damage of everything I do. It increases more. Ascended Astarion would be doing more damage here than Karlach. But Karlach is a close second. I don't have an Ascended Astarion safe to do this on. Yeah, notably Gloves of Soul Catching are not max damage for monks. Stop saying they are. They're not. They're like 3rd place. In terms of peak removing context, it's Crater Flesh Gloves. In terms of actual practical damage, it's Helldust Gloves, because you also get debuffs. And oil combustion applications. Once again, initiative matters. Sarevok out-initiative me. He has a small chance of doing that because he has +5, and I only have +8 on this setup. I only accepted it on this because I'm clicking Hold Person onto him. So he doesn't get the move anyway. And I just happen to have enough spell save DC with 20 Wisdom plus Cloak of the Weave and fully stacked Rhapsody that my Hold Person is a 99% chance without Arcane Acuity. And I think that's pretty cool. So Monk just clicking Hold Person scrolls is extremely consistent, sustainable damage. No spoilers, Sora. I know some people are anime only. With +8, you feeling okay? Where exactly does psychic damage come from? Couple places. D4 from Psionic Overload. At full power. And then Open Hand Monk at level 6 gets a bonus instance of damage. They get 3 different toggles. You can have whichever one of the 3 active that you prefer. One's Necrotic, one is Psychic, one is Radiant. It is, you can see in the damage breakdown here, the D4 plus your Wisdom modifier. I have 20 Wisdom. So I get 5 extra Psychic damage on top of that. And because I have Resonance Stone, my psychic damage gets effectively doubled. So my punches are doing 2d4 plus 5 psychic damage on top of whatever they're doing. So on a max roll, on a crit, that adds up quite a bit, you can see. And Craterous Wounds getting Psionic Overload means I get another 4 on each of those. You can see this is a nearly max roll on half of the Psionic Overload damage. Yeah, no, I rolled completely average on the Manifestation of Mind damage, almost max on, yeah, and it still did 32 damage. One of the punches. And we get Craterous Wounds over there. It's a lot of damage. You can still do Damage Rider stuff. And you can tell that this is on honor mode damage rules because these thunder damage numbers are all what they're supposed to be. If this was on tactician and below damage rules, you'd see thunder damage instances like over 10 because of how that is handled by the game. Honor mode tones down certain mechanics. I actually went and installed a mod so that all my saves follow honor mode rules for damage. Just to test this kind of stuff. Because I'm an honor mode player. Other variations you could do here. You could do Helmet of Grit to just have slightly less damage, but an entire extra bonus action. So I could then go, Stunning Strike one of these, Flurry of Blows another one. This one wouldn't get a turn, this one would be dead. This guy can't do anything while I'm in the Darkness Cloud, and then this one would target Scratch or us, allowing me to complete the whole fight in one turn. They probably kill me because I don't have Helmet of Grit on, but the point is damage showcase. I don't need Amulet of Branding to secure that kill either. It's just to get Bludgeoning Vuln on that first punch in the Flurry of Blows. For a flashier number. Amulet of Greater Health is the king as always. Oh yeah, Shadowcloak Ring is another star here because it applies to... so Trade discovered a while ago that it's really good for rogue throw builds because it applies independently to your throw damage and your Tavern Brawler. It'll go on your crossbow shots. If you decide to do a melee weapon poke, it'll go on that. It just applies to a lot of useful things. See, it's not present on the arrow because he wasn't obscured yet. But on the punch, we have that 2d4 from Shadow Thief. It's 1d4, doubles up because of crit. It's not on the Necrotic, it's not on the Fire, not on the Psychic, because those are just normal damage riders. The Thunder is just Fowler Louvre doing its thing. But Craterous Wounds from Crater Flesh Gloves continues to be the most bonkers broken bullshit, and it gets Shadow Thief. So an extra 2d4 force damage there. So if you're looking for items that are individually busted, Shadowcloak Ring, Greater Flesh Gloves, any items with the Dollar Amaris effect, Rhapsody, you can just slap those on builds and get stupid damage. Two Spore Druid, your new baseline of level 12 builds. It's just too good not to take. Like, in terms of 2-level dips, 2 Spore and 2 Fighter are like dips that are so good that a class has to be excellent in order for you to justify taking that class, or you need specific feats for you to be able to justify taking that class over just taking those dips. Like, there's no reason to ever avoid it on non-hunter, ranger, maybe non-beast hunter. So there's no reason to avoid it on Gloomstalker for the fighter dip, for example. There's no reason to avoid either of them on Paladin, for example. And there's probably more classes like that. For Monk here, Monk has some good level 9 features that I'm missing out on here. But I wanted 3 Rogue for Thief, and then 4th Rogue for an additional feat, so I could take Dual Wielder. The feats here are Dual Wielder and Tavern Brawler. And Spore Druid's nice here. Now, for this specific setup, I could go Fighter Dip for Action Surge over that. That's perfectly viable. It's just nice in general to have Halo of Spores access. Like if I wasn't pre-throwing that that speed pot, then I would be popping it with Halo. Morning, Crypto. How are you? And yeah, another thing to note. This Flurry of Blows obviously does not indicate the actual damage output on the card, because there's so many things happening that aren't accounted for here. It's your secret playthrough. It's a testing save that I just kind of wanted to show off. This we'll do it again to show it's consistent. I like putting my money where my mouth is, and I've made a lot of assertions about how shit Paladin is, and I've joined Trade and So Black as myself in becoming one of the premier Monk glazers. So we gotta glaze it. Sneak peek of the 1000 DPR Monk Karlach. Yeah, this is, I would have Helmet of Grid on if I was going for the actual 1000 DPR. But I figure punching Saravok to death very quickly is a good preview of that. So we can get over 250 on a Flurry of Blows, and the 1000 DPR setup involves doing several of that level of Flurry of Blows. No sneak attack. Flurry of Blows. So that first punch off of the Flurry, 64 bludgeoning, which could have rolled higher. 4 necrotic, 15 fire, 22 psychic, that could have rolled higher. 2 thunder, 13 force, 2 necrotic, 3 thunder. We click our sneak attack. 24 piercing. Then we 38 bludgeoning. Because this one didn't have Vuln. The other one did. 9 necrotic, 12 fire, 18 psychic, 3 thunder, 20 force, 2 necrotic, 3 thunder. Call the weak. He's dead. Make this even dumber is if you got Karabasan's gift on him. I mean, I'm using hold person. So same result. I mean, I suppose I'd have my actions still available if I time a Karabasan's throw. But he's getting auto crit. Old person. It gives physical wall. Does it really? Yeah, no, that'd be stupid, yeah. Unique paralysis. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that would make it even dumber. Say you're a Monk or a Spore Glazer, you could only be one of the two. Probably Spore, because you can just apply it to more builds. Yeah, he's very dead. Also, these boots are cool. I don't think they're practical to use. Like, if you were actually doing a live run, I don't think you would ever use these, just because you want other things, like, Reverb from Boots of Storm and Clamor is nice. Maybe you want AC from Bone Spike. Maybe you want um, push immunity from Helldusk, freedom of movement from Boots Persistence. It's just for a raw damage calc. This is 5 extra damage per punch. Not hear what happened to your character. I'm just showing off something else I've been doing as a side project. Rolls Rice. Well, we'll get to the actual character in a minute. Since I actually need to think for some of the Slayer combats we have to do today, I've given time for my brain to turn on too. You do boost Shadow Strike like this. Current tool is hitting 50-70 per use. Yeah, I think for like practical use, Legacy of the Masters, I still stand by that a lot. But Crater Flesh Gloves, stupid. Crater Flesh Gloves, Shadow Cloaked Ring. Make sure they're obscured. You wouldn't need to do the branding step. You could just chill with greater health, and that's comfy. In terms of practical chest stuff, like Bone Spike Garb, I really love. It's an awesome piece of gear. But you know what else is good there? You know, Orin's, a lot of options. One more time. Happen to have. No. Oh, well. Hey, we rolled low there. That's fun. Oh yeah, that was low on the sneak attack. It was very low on the sneak attack. And then it was low on the psychic damage. It was low on the psychic damage again. Yeah, so low roll, you have to hit him one more time. That's another reason I think having Helmet of Grid is better. Because it gives you a whole extra bonus action to use. It's like Horns of the Berserker applies to your punches and arrow and crater wounds. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Losing 12 damage total by not having Horns of the Berserker on. Saved. Sherlock. No wholeness of body. But I end up with the same number of bonus actions I had before. Because Helmet of Grit. Oh no, I healed too much. I don't have that either. He's still very dead. It's good to run this I'll just turn off the candles and he should be obscured, though. Put out this one too. I don't need the Darkest Arrow. I'll skip Sonic Overload here. Yeah, he's still very nearly dead. It's more DPR to just do another Flurry of Blows rather than doing Sonic Overload. But this still works out. Comfortable kill even when setup goes wrong. Fun stuff. I'll work on that more. Sarevok succeeding on a whole person save. I always forget the legendary resistance isn't accounted for in the displayed chance. So it's not actually 99. It's only 99 after he fails 3 saving throws, or would have failed 3 saving throws. Playthrough of the playthroughs, which is the most difficult overall. Let me think about that. Let me think about that. Shadow Blade uptime's pain, though. It doesn't refresh an area transition or coffee, and if you use coffee, it breaks your concentration. Yeah, that uptime will be pretty rough. Rogue? Rogue wasn't difficult as much as, like... I don't know if I'd consider Rogue as difficult as I expected it to be.
Light on my feet.
Because once Rogue got up and running, it felt real powerful. And for things like skill checks, especially the late game, Rogue was strong as hell. Early game Sorcerer was pretty rough. I was definitely riding on game knowledge there, and spamming rests a lot. I'd be Sorcerer or Barbarian, probably. That's hard moments early Act 1 and some Act 2 stretches. I mean, early Act 1 for Rogue is still good, because Sneak Attack is still great at that point. Nobody has extra attack, so your loss of, or your lack of extra attack isn't relevant. And you have bonus action hide at level 2. Yeah, I think early game Rogue is fantastic. Just the fear of what happens when you can't sneak attack was the biggest thing, but you can ensure that you can sneak attack. Early game, you have to be cantrip vegan on sorcery. Yeah. And you don't have Eldritch Blast to fall back on. Okay, so... Phase Spider is something I could reasonably do. We're gonna get Minthara the Zathist, though. I should rest for that first.
Give up now.
Or do I want to do that while I have all these juicy summons? We haven't done the Morgue fight. Go there and do that.
Ding dang. Anything you want to say?
Quite the menagerie. We can have more. Yeah, I only have one skeleton out right now, and once we rest, I'll be able to do 3 instead. I didn't use any scrolls for summons. I didn't use the Shadow Lantern, and Minthara doesn't have any of her summons out. Look at the Shadow Lantern. I should go get that. Can't bring Minthara there, though. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to, because that'll just cause fights. So, yeah, it's actually the time for me to swap Minthara out.
Have I been this way before?
Just go solo for a little bit.
Seems like a good moment to talk. How many die today? How many died?
Yeah, I have full inspo. We can go for
They should all be running.
go for Zarel.
You wish to consult me? I miss when you.
Glad to have an ally.
Alright, in the party for the moment. Want to do as much
My
Slayer as
sweet
possible if Minthara's
conflicted
babysitter
villain.
if Slayer fails.
What can I do?
The point is that my character will be doing all combat stuff in Slayer form. Okay, Star and Summons stay, like, in his ass. That's cool. That's good info. My character will be in Slayer form for combat. The second person will be there as a support, avoiding doing damage. I allow summons on both characters, so summons are good distractions and can help push things down into Call of Weak range or apply things like Oil of Bane to make things less likely to save against my Slayer attacks. All that sort of stuff. But I'm in Slayer form all the time. I just have a lot of this gear equipped to fill slots, just because it feels nice to have slots filled. My gear doesn't matter beyond this slot here. That is the only piece of gear I need to have equipped. Another unfortunate thing about Shadowblade, I didn't think about it first. +0 weapon. That doesn't often matter, because, like, it's just a little bit of accuracy, right? Yeah. Legacy of the Masters, +2.
Well, hello.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I would like my movement. I understand.
Dreaming red.
Helldust gloves are +1 accuracy. Got that at least. I should really go for optimal here, actually. Did I? Thinking. So it's less XP to let Zarel kill Gloric. And if I'm gonna fight them all, there's no reason I shouldn't go for a surprise round here and then just fuck them up. That's the kind of thing that's a big commit, though. It's a big play. Especially because there's still a Scrying Eye here, Scrying Eye here, and things can aggro through the floor. This could rapidly become me fighting the entirety of Moonrise in this room. I don't think all of that is worth bursting Gloric's XP. How much XP is she even worth? Honkin'. Zarel's a total chat. Backlash. 1 DR to spells. Big Eldritch Blast damage. No initiative, though. Mask of Soul Perception, Helldusk, Helm, Horns of the Berserker, my planned headgear. Mask of Soul Perception will help a lot. I don't think Horns of the Berserker is all that worth. Because it can do things like pop you out of invis if you don't attack on a turn. Including, say, a lethargic turn. Sure, you can always unequip it as free action, but if you ever forget... like Mask of Soul Perception is accuracy and initiative. If you have 16 decks, Mask of Soul Perception, and Hellrider Longbow, you can actually drop alert for most things. What is 180? Yeah, not worth risking, I don't think. Sorry, slow pace so far today, I'm just kind of chilling. Not worth, I don't think. I never get Glorix XP, anyway. Even on the one where I got level 11.
I need a quick word.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed.
Even you, disciples?
Excellent. The goblins. No.
Hermione.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive.
Oh yeah, I bought her Fear Scroll
and
already.
efficient.
Put it in her Shatter Scroll and my money in the backpack.
And what a fine child it would be. You came here to answer.
She parts every emotion, soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Tractor with thoughts of your night with Minthara. I don't have Riz. Why you brought a star in? As a Vicious Shortbow. Vicious Shortbow would be really good, especially with Greater Flesh Gloves. But like for encounters where you need initiative, Hellrider Longbow, of course.
How curious. I've only ever known Minthara to moan with pleasure when somebody's losing a limb. She must have liked you. Such a shame she'll never smile again. But I'll enjoy the memory of this moment. With the Absolute, she gave me everything.
Doesn't it?
That's it. Play along.
But we have lost contact. So why are you here? Oh, good. It is.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I'll burn inspo here. It's a tough check, but Render of Mind and Body is worth the attempt. I never expect to get it, and this is a run where I don't really care about gear that much. Okay, we got it.
General Thorm will not leave. Fine. Talk to the bug.
Don't click that detect thoughts. If it fails, she goes perma-hostile. I don't know why Gloric walked away instead of dying, but I guess we do get Gloric's XP at some point. Okay. Whatever.
Has to put my hands on everything. Might be useful.
I want to link to my XP sheet and look up things. It would help, but you don't have to. If you don't want a public, you can just DM it to me and I'll myself. You know, choose certain dialogue options for Zaretta Killer. Yes, and I'm pretty sure I chose the one that does it. Show me the power she gave you. That's the line that does it. But it doesn't work if Gloric isn't in range.
Once she gets
The
to know
Gloric
me, I'm
was
sure
in
she'll
range.
accept. She's just waiting for someone ready to. Wait.
So, I don't really know. I don't really know.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, Gale?
Sure. In silence.
It's temporary Gale here. Gale doing his refilling my inspiration thing.
This night sounds like the source of Catherine's immortality. Maybe I can use it against her.
First, we have
The necromancer was experimenting on
Carved.
a ritual circle. Though, Mistress.
The circle's power remains.
I guess I'll just put mats in my inventory. Put it that way.
Alright, what now?
Still, I'm sensing those may not be the most savory kind. That's good to.
Yep, thank you, Gale.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'll be here.
Walk in death.
Talk to Lae'zel, get a little XP from reading that engraved Get Yankee Dick.
Once
More writings on. This is more than a fable.
So Star's not a bard anymore to knock things open, but I wouldn't knock here anyway, because it's very loud.
Trust me.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Do not have good sleight of hand for this. Gotta go get Graceful Cloth.
Better be cautious. With a flick of the wrist.
Okay. Just get it first try. With a dirty roll, too. Simply get the desired outcome. Y'all taking notes?
What's up for discussion?
Wait. Something in your scent is familiar.
Yeah, sure. Good thing I did. I could sense it.
Oh, just be a...
Any of these zombies looking particularly expendable right now? The Woodweld looks pretty expendable. Might actually win the 1v1 though. Not a good chance. Probably would have won. It started a new combat. I mean, okay. All the same to me. That's why that re-rolled initiative. DM with the link. Thank you, Trade. Really appreciate it. Hopefully all the scripts work. I'll let you know. Something I should do that I haven't gotten around to is testing each item in the game to see if there are any we haven't accounted for that would apply to Slayer. Currently, the only two pieces of gear I know of that will work outside of giving you a spell you can use are Mark of the Shifter and Shade Clinger, because Shade Clinger applies a buff that doesn't go away, and Mark of the Shifter, you know, it's actually working how it's supposed to. I don't know of others. Ooh, Shadow Mound will be interesting on Slayer. I hadn't even thought about that. It doesn't have slashing resistance. So Slayer should actually still be able to do good damage. Especially if I knock it prone. But honestly, I'd maybe try to get level 10 before Shadow Mount. So I have improved extra attack. We could get the Balthazar XP. We're Dirge, so we get an inspo there as well. I should steal the ring from Oliver, and then kill the shadows, and then kill him. That's something that could wait a bit, though. Oh, we have mean locks as well. I'll want Painus have spell slots. Cast Calm Emotions on me. Oh, there's the Mason's Guild fight. prefer to have spell slots there too. I don't know where Asari just went. Grouped him up on me, and oh, he was going through the restricted area. Yeah, good thing I fast traveled. Double, not invis right now. No. Oh, there's still Garangoth and Thizabald as well. There's Kuotoa. Oh, yeah, there's still a lot of fights. Kuotoa will be interesting. It's one of those things where even with this amount of HP that the Slayer has, which is pretty good for this point in the game, you can damn near one-shot me. Granted, that's without me having these resistances. I need to succeed perception here. I highly doubt that I do. And Astari needs to pick the lock. No Mattis, so I don't have the key. I never have that key anyway. Slowly, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I need to have Asari do more of the lockpicking. Happy makes a big difference there. What elixir do I have on? Cloud Giant still? Yeah. That's logical.
Keep a blade close. Let's have some fun.
So...
You clearly need some help. Ready or not?
Don't have Vigilance on Shovel right now, but I'll have her go for a surprise round anyway. Let's have the Slayer jump in. I'm out of jump potions. That's awkward. I figured out how to craft more of those. Or Minthara has that wizard level, so she can start doing enhanced sleep on me before I jump in. This is where champion or monk levels would also go incredibly hard for that extra jump distance. Hopefully that's not the one that gives XP. I am not high up in the turn order. Why? The shovel and scratch strats evolved through all these playthroughs have been interesting. Yeah, I think so too. I had never really used scratch until people assured me that no, he comes back if he dies, as long as he doesn't die in your camp. Then I started using summons more after that point. And I didn't even know about shovel for a long time. can't get there. That close. Huh? How did that close? What happened?
Time for a little death. Step carefully.
Blade Ward doesn't consume action. That's good info. Oh yeah, Sarin doesn't have gear on. Kinda forgot that. Well, let's it'll be cannon fodder, I guess. Forgot Minthara has all his gear at the moment. Well, if he dies, no more Balls Benediction on him. But other than that, meh. Lasts for death now? Does it? Cool. Stonks. Yeah, you can tell how long it's been since I've played with the party. The last time that wasn't the case. Currently my favorite active duo Slayer run on Twitch. How's it progressed? Imagine it's the only one. Going well, Pogler. How are you today? Like the Shadow Battle would be nice to have a few more in maze-like conditions, Shadow and Life and move around in. This might be a bit hit and run, etc. Hard for them to do in a game where they tell you, hey, you need a Moon Lantern, and they give you a Moon Lantern. Moon Lantern's just like, okay, No more mechanics. Everything wish it was a bit tougher. Self-restriction is the way you get difficulty. If you want the shadow fights to be tougher, do like a run where you're not allowed any lights. Changes a lot. No lights, no sea invis. You can use charm in Terraform? Why can't I use charm in Terraform? It's one. That's too easy because he's Mace Lavender. So you did a thing that made it easier and then complained that it got easier? Did I get that right? I'm poking fun, but it is, common. Actions unavailable. I think I have an idea. I'll restart my game after this fight. I think there's an unintended effect of the thing I was using for testing. It hasn't affected any of my gameplay yet. So it's fine, but, it's a common thing for people to be like, oh, I wish the XYZ aspect of game was harder. And it's like, okay, well, what are you using? Well, you see, I'm barreling every boss. I'm using the most optimal damage setups for everything. I'm camp casting Warding Bond. I wish these enemies that have features that turn off in light were tougher. Yes, I'm standing there with a weapon that emits light. Okay.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Rolls are too powerful. Don't mind my stolen stack of 40 plus Chain Lightning. Recently realized never had Minsk here or Mintier for more than about 20 minutes. Currently doing a casual party run just to explore them. Have another restriction run. Nice. Yeah, I wish Minsk was in more of the game. I was gonna say, maybe I'll try picking up Minsk early in this run and he could be the duo partner, but Jaheira is dead, so I can't do that. Also, I would lose Minsk and Jaheira at a certain point anyway. Although, what happens? So what happens if you become the Chosen of Baal and Jaheira is, like, dead? Like, maybe you have Withers hold on to her or something. Did she revive for that? Never tried that. Played with a guy like that, constantly playing how easy it was when we're on Wedding, Chain Lightning, everything. It's common for people to make themselves feel better about their ability by talking about how easy something is without acknowledging what they're actually doing. Very common. Poor Astarion just naked over here. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Completely my bad. Right, we'll get the Dryad in so you at least have a comfy little aura around you. Does that sound good? Oh, she's got bad movement, so. Not the bread. Just regular jump. Armor science gave me a few ideas for that armor. It's pretty cool. What you thinking?
Death's cold grip.
Oh, wrong setup. Ooh. Applies the manifestation of body. Yeah. You'll get it on... So, like, if you have bonus necrotic damage, in terms of the standard category, like, Dark Justiciar Gloves, Symbiotic Entity, Manifestation of Body, you'll get it once for that number that adds all those together. So, having one of those, taking off that category. And then I think you would get it on any separate base instances. Player ever get drunk, or is it just the alcohol condition? It's just the alcohol condition. But there are gear pieces that want you to have the alcohol condition. Make it useful. Only things it hasn't applied to are Hex and Order of Berserker. It probably worked on Hex before they changed, or like patch 2. If I had to hazard a guess. Caster monk with it. The thanks to the fire snake setup. Like how we've reduced that subclass down mentally to just thanks to the fire snake. Non-Tavern Brawler monk idea I'm thinking about. Ooh. Spicy. To get some pretty big numbers on Withering Cut with Dollar Mars and Crater Flesh gloves. Yeah. Dollar Mars Crater Flesh is a great way to crowbar damage onto so many things. Yeah, I think I did destroy the XP note. Maybe I can still get it under Last Light. Maybe not, though. I'm still annoyed that you can't, soul branding the Slayer. I guess it's something I should have tested ahead of time to confirm that you can, but you can't, and that annoys me. I gotta fix something real quick. Just disable the difficulty rules mod because I had a sneaking suspicion it was changing how reactions worked. Okay, duo with Minthara still a flavor win? I think so too. Minthara stonk's going down. Minthara can at least still soul branding like herself and summons. It does mean in the end that she's less optimal than Astarion. And I totally should have tried harder to get Astarion Romance going for this run. Because that would absolutely be optimal, but oh well. Any interesting interactions with Slayer and civilians yet running away, resulting in lost quests, etc.? I'm kind of limiting how much time I'm spending around NPCs I'm not killing with the Slayer. Like, I'm not running through Moonrise in Slayer form. At least I haven't yet. Sneaking suspicion? No, I think you mean sneaking attack. Got him. Big if true. One jump potion. I've seen invis roll maybe. No, alright. That means requires a sacrifice. Hey, Lulzworth, thank you for the prime. In the 3 months, soul brand this. Got me. Absolutely shit on. Destroyed even. Here you go, bare-ass Slayers through the city, etc. Try to buy a pint and read the paper. You can do some very funny, mundane things with Slayer. Like, the Slayer can read, it can use ladders, open doors. Can't lockpick. Hilarious but cute set animation. I'm not trying to use chairs. That's a good thought. Still think the wild shape ball cutscene after the orange duels on top of on par on one of the funniest things ever. I can't speak. On par with talking to Scratch the Dire Wolf. Is it Sheep Thara level? Because Sheep Thara level is peak comedy. Forgot to get my summons in before I end a turn, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I couldn't use Arm yesterday in Slayer form, so like maybe nothing got to attack me. I'm back on completely vanilla again, so I guess it was false memory. It's not everyone's cup of tea or oversweetened milkshake for American viewers. Dragon Age Inquisition currently free on Epic. Want RPG fix, can't afford BG3. It's not as good, being kind there. There's some interesting bits for those on tighter budget. It's not a bad game. Like, it's not a bad game. I enjoy it. It's my least favorite Dragon Age game, but that doesn't mean I think it's a bad game. I think you can mod it into a good game. Yeah. It's an okay game. It's got an interesting world, and you know, it's an RPG. Get your RPG fixes. It's exactly as you said. With mods, you can eliminate some of the really annoying shit about it and turn it into an enjoyable experience. No, not my Eagle Splendor that I forgot I was still concentrating on. Starian's taking some hits here. Forgot I have to actually watch his health.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Summons are sort of an emergency, okay, I need support now button. You just throw an arrow at me? Oh, just threw an arrow at me. The War Council and collectibles. Yeah, yep. Definitely those. Those are exactly the things I had in mind. Also, maybe an increased search range mod. That makes the search thing last longer. The search mechanic is so fucking annoying. Removing the looting animation mod as well. You don't have to like kneel down for 2 seconds every time you want to grab a lump of herbs. No. Not the crit.
neither seen nor heard.
I'm getting ouchied. Hello? I like this fucking... Ugh.
Spill some blood.
Hey Gage, how you doing? Goto achieved my nemesis. It's, yeah. Scary stuff. Tried to play Inquisition, couldn't get into it. The War Council and collectibles due to sour the game experience. So the War Table was, like... real-life time-gated mechanics. Like, you would go to a menu, you would send out someone on a mission, you would have to wait something like... Some of the missions are like, okay, wait 17 real-life hours to get this result. Like... No. No. 17 is not an exaggeration, either. I think there's one that is specifically 17 hours. Slow gaming movement's picking up steam. And that game came out 10 years ago. Feel old. Dragon Age Inquisition came out 10 years ago. I suppose that's why people are so antsy for Dragon Age Dreadwolf news. GTA 5 10 years old yet? Yeah. Because I have a vivid memory of playing GTA 5 in college. And that was 11 years ago. And a half. That's crazy. Sounds unfun. Yeah, the war table mechanics are so unfun that, like, speedrunning events, the runners will openly talk about how they have a mod installed for the run to turn that off. And that they recommend that for casual playthroughs too, because it's just so bad. It's just not a fun thing. You have limited time, you want to sit down and play a video game, you maybe want to progress through said video game. And it's like, okay, if you want to unlock this region of this map, come back in 12 hours. So no one actually did that, just advance the time on your system forward, but at that point, use a mod. Wonder if every GTA just be some flavor of remake of GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, or Vice City Forever. Each new game will be exponentially longer to make. It's funny how Rockstar's reputation as a game dev has become this larger-than-life thing, and I don't really think it's warranted. That might be a hot take. I don't... Overhyped. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a definitely a crowning achievement of theirs, and the fact that they've managed to aggressively monetize a beast like GTA Online and not have people hate their guts for it, they pulled some sort of fucking Warlock contract shit for that. Like, outside of that, You know, I hear Rockstar, I think of Bully. Yeah, how you doing? Was Bully 20 years ago? Please tell me I have the wrong number in my head and that wasn't 20 years ago. Please tell me I'm wrong. Cool. 18 years ago. I don't have to have an existential crisis over that game being 20 years old yet. We're safe.
hello.
Need to start to have armor for this. The backup armor.
On tippy toes.
Wish I had a jump potion.
If this isn't important, gently.
Veg, have a good one, Mr. David Bullen. Zora over there making sure Bethesda and Blizzard take all the bad press to keep heat off Rockstar. 2 years, maybe Automat can start gratuitously flagging bully despair. Automat overachieves something awful.
Don't waste this.
Now the problem with doing this is if Astarian's concentration breaks, everybody gets fucked.
Let's turn someone inside out. Don't linger.
This will be fun. Just in case. Where's Shuffle right now? Still at Moonrise. Okay, Shuffle. Sure. Why not? I have Warding Bond. I can afford to stand in spikes. Yeah, Astarion has Blade Ward, Rippling Force Mail, Heavy Armor Master. He shouldn't take damage from me walking through spikes.
Shall we dance?
Sometimes you're just in a Scooby-Doo lurking mood, to be honest. That's true. Someone asked about it yesterday, but I don't actually know the answer. Sentinel says it's weapon attacks. Does it actually mean weapon attacks? Can you Sentinel with an unarmed strike? learn something. I have an extra relentless lunge on my bar. No idea, just further people take Sentinel. No.
There's blood in the air.
If you took 10 levels of Monk, then stood in your own Cloud Kill as the Slayer, that sounds fun. That sounds pretty fun, yeah. I like it.
Hungry for the slaughter.
I guess Protective Plate would be nice for Starin, give him necrotic resistance that way. So, Selûne's weapon. Yeah, no, that doesn't. So, Selûne's weapon doesn't cover that. I would need Night Stingers. Good info.
Go for the throat.
Another area where Char over Selûne for some fucking reason. Does Selûne just suck? Like in tabletop? Pantheon. In comparison to her twin, Selûne sure does take a lot of L's. I mean, Char sucks. Like, he's a petty fucking child. Like, powerful petty child, at least. Slashing resist. Well, the Raven Queen, Scale Tyrant, Dragon, or the overlaps. Well, it's pretty well known all around. That one makes sense. I never succeed this perception check, but I no longer care about it. It hates me, so I hate it. Very good for quickly opening chests. You can get Slayer Form that. Doesn't work without hitting that other lever. Annoyingly. Well, that's what that perception check's for. But I don't need to care about that. A fair chunk into level 8. Still got Boat Fight, Rimforge. Mean Locks. All of the Shadow Plant fights. Probably save the Mound for level 10. Crush. Haven't killed any of the Crush. Not even Office Gift. There's the Ooze with the Shadow and stuff. I guess we're somewhat in the area. Getting Protective Plate makes some sense too. Alright, sure. I should really have Minthara with me for this instead of Naked Astarion. But Astarion already has the Warding Bond on me. If I have Minthara set it up too, then yeah. I don't know if it'll properly remove the other one, and I don't want to exploit, even unintentionally. Let's get Shovel to follow me. I suppose testing Sentinel won't be too difficult. I could even use Connor to test that, to be honest. How did I take fall damage? Large creature, I should say, hitboxes are so cursed. Like, I took fall damage from stepping off of a ledge with normal pathing that didn't give everyone else here fall damage. Twice. I'm gonna go for multi-shadows. How do I even go about that on Slayer? I haven't the faintest idea.
Time for discretion.
Prize. Missed. Would have been dead. Okay, well.
Now what? Quietly.
Whatever can get called a week. It does. It does.
Let's prowl.
That much has been pretty impactful.
Keep your distance, darling. Leave no trace.
Get half kill the armor I give you it. If multi-attack can pick up the kill, we'll try. The strats. The pot does so much damage. Bludgeoning wall too, but ooh. on, Shadow. I say, hey, don't try to approach the edge. Look at me enchanting my cloak, runs away. Classic Dryad behavior. Ooze are scary. Just a lot of damage happening. I don't expect you to live, but... Pro. Those. I'm gonna rest soon, so I don't care that these things are decimating my army. What do I need? I need jump potions. I can respec Astarion into a talkie-talkie setup. Because what do I should have Minthara talk to Arash, actually. I drop Slayer form, walk into Moonrise, go to Arash's room, go to camp, add Minthara to party.
We get along quite well, I think.
What can I do for you, my friend? It's...
You wish to consult me? Good. You wish to consult me? I need
to actually go inside first. Suppose I could bait that scrying eye out front and deal with it, or I could have Minthara or more likely Starn. Someone abduct it and then Slayer just punch it.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Wonder if I could have kept Will for longer if I had silenced him in the camp. Like, put a silence bubble where he would pop up. So that even though he was no longer dead, he still couldn't start the conversation and leave the party. Just keep doing that until Act 3 or something. Yeah, now on another run I gotta try keeping Minsk by making it so Jaheira can't get mad at me for becoming the Chosen of Baal. I wonder if that even works.
You wish to consult me? Good.
It's risky to enter Moonrise with an unwell. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak.
Do we have a target?
Should you be interested, I have a with one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion.
Nothing hurts anymore. On my way. Very well.
Star looks fun. She's got
You need my expert.
some cool perks. She already has 3 tadpoles invested when you get her, which is cool, and they're useful abilities. She has this soul branding ability. Is pretty neat. Movement speed, damage buffs. I suppose something I could do is, like, right before a combat, I could soul branding and then turn into the Slayer, and maybe I keep it. So that's something I could try some more. I'm thinking how I deal with boat fight. And, like, part of me wants to take a thief level because I probably am not able to carry the Slayer transformation into that fight. It probably turns it off. So what I would have to do is shift there. That's going to take my bonus action, but I'm going to want to jump immediately. And having thief would let me have that extra bonus action. Alternatively, I could maybe Step of the Wind. I don't think so. Hey, Will, thank you so much for the 44 months. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah. Hey, come say hi. Can we go up here? No? Clap right now? Okay. Come here.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. There you go, Quack.
Right, I went with wizard level instead of second feet. Fine. Yeah. Because she's +8 initiative already. X gloves would put her to +9. I go that route. I think that's a solid idea.
Can't give up now.
rest.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Good evening. I'm here
But
on
you have
behalf
Gale
of
and
Gale
Carla
Waterdeep.
explode.
He wishes to extend you an invitation. Glad. Simply.
I love that most beautiful of fantasies. I thought this place.
There is no point in running from. Stay with me, will you?
Now, I spacebarred through that dialogue, and while I was doing that, I thought that maybe I shouldn't be spacebarring Gale dialogue, because for the brain, I'm still unsure of how exactly I handle that. The plan so far is to Fierce Perilous Stakes stack. And click multi-attack. But I'm not confident in that amount of damage. Like, if I did Psionic Overload, Fierce Perilous Stakes, I could maybe crowbar a good amount of damage in. I maybe have Martial Exertion Gloves. Here's an interesting thought. You can have Martial Exertion Gloves and Spear of Evening in the same run if you do events the way I did them. Like, if Last Light falls before you save Wulbren, and you just have Wulbren chill on the water, so then Dame Aelin dying doesn't do anything because Last Light's already gone. What is happening with my connection right now? Hello? Is this on my side or on Twitch's side? Probably my side. Considering ISP here is so shit. I'm at 10% dropped frames right now. And climbing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Something's murdering my upload right now. Don't know why. I currently have half of my upload. Yeah, I currently have half of my upload. You probably can't hear this because you're probably on delay, but it's probably not going to get any better today. Yeah. Yeah, sorry everybody.